Well, welcome to the Architects of Fate streaming extravaganza. That's right, you've found the self-proclaimed original Twitch TTRPG stream that lets you shake up our world. Now pay attention because this is how it works. If you'd like to add some loops to this roller coaster ride of a show, you're gonna need fate chips. Now these magical loyalty points can be earned just by watching, following, hosting, subscribing, or just engaging with us in the chat. It's like free money, people. With your fate chips, you can use your powers as an architect to heal your favorite players, summon items that will make their adventure a lot easier, or a lot harder. You can even make players say or sing outrageously silly things. Think of those possibilities. But wait, there is more. You can also toss our unsuspecting heroes into random encounters that will leave them sweating, strategizing, and questioning their life choices. All it takes is a quick redeem command in the chat. You choose the item or action and the player you want to mess with, and we'll take it from there. So sit back, relax, and prepare yourselves for a mind-blowing spectacle of storytelling and mayhem. We've got adventure, we've got drama, and more surprises than a clown car at a kid's birthday party. So let's go!
All right, and thank you, Felix, for that handy-dandy introduction. Welcome, everybody, back to the Architects of Fate present The Call of the Netherdeep. We are back with session number, I done forgot which, want to say 11? With this week's title called Betrayers and Banditos. Last we left off with the Banditos. They had assisted in the crematorium with the brothers that worked there and who needed a little bit of assistance.
Crematorium.
Did someone say cream?
No. And upon we haven't even started the session yet. Couldn't even gotten that far.
Take control of your table, man. Take control.
Whilst sifting through the pile of bodies that was the stock of all the bodies, they found themselves a demon that should have melted away like most demons do. This one did not. But upon further investigation, they found a shiny puzzle box within the gullet of the creature. Upon removal, the creature exploded as it is wanted to do, and got Aldane pretty good, and I believe it also got Goliath pretty good.
No, I was tucked in a corner taking a nap.
I think it may have
schmutz.
I think it got me. I think I got schmutzed.
Oh, you got schmutzed.
Hence my response in cast chat.
However, almost as soon as they had found themselves their shiny new treasure, they were soon thereafter greeted by two of the Bazatzan's resident archaeologists. One who seemed to have far more nefarious purpose, who the Banditos were successful in turning her eye and ire towards Io and her friends.
Did we do? Was that? Yeah.
And on top of doing that, they also suggested violence was the best approach towards that crew. So we'll see how that all turns out at some point. However, that is the last thing that happened. So Baltar's Banditos, you again find yourselves in the Crematorium. There's no way I'm going to be able to dance around it. You are there with the brothers as well as the tiefling archaeologists.
So I've realized that I have very, very little armor, considering that outside of my bear form, I'm kind of squishy. Are there any, between all of the dead bodies and all of the dead guardsmen and all of the other dead people around, did any of them happen to be wearing a breastplate that I could take? I need armor.
That's fair. That's fair. You can search through the what's left of the bodies. You were pretty successful in incinerating a decent portion of them.
Do you need me to roll something for that?
Let's roll an investigation.
All right. Let's see. My investigation is only a plus. Oh, I can't type it on the Skype chat. I got to do it in the other. I'm just going to hit this button real quick because I'm so limited on screens. Damn it! I should have done it in Roll20. It's only a 7.
So you're picking through, but all you can while you find something that may have been all right. It is torn. It is ripped. It is for all intents and purposes unrecoverable.
I'll just have to keep looking. Every dead guard I find.
And a few you have to make.
So, with that, the tiefling archaeologist. Why can't I keep spinning on that name? Which again, Prolich Yusuf. He's gonna chirp up and be like, so so that was Aloysia, you all just met. If you couldn't tell, she's in this for the money and not much else.
She's a betrayer, and it's not stealing if you steal from the bad people.
Well, sure. But so
my friend Boltar told me so, and he's almost never wrong.
This is very true.
He has divination.
Yeah, I see the future.
He told me so himself.
I see great fortune in my future.
But with that, we're also like very we've used up a lot of our energies and our magics and our spells, and we've been lifting bodies and tossing bodies and fighting and all throughout the day. I think it's time for us to head maybe to the barracks and see if we can get assigned a place, and if not to the barracks, then to maybe an empty house and claim it for our own, make a little base of operations. But the barracks is probably the best place first.
All things being fair, you probably wouldn't be too hard pressed to find an empty home. Those that could afford to leave all have. Really, those that are still here are those that are so honor bound to their homestead, they refuse to leave, and most of them are in the guard. And then you have people like myself who want to unlock whatever secrets that either the city or the betrayers may be hiding away. So,
that's cool. You're cool, I guess.
Oh, well, I appreciate you. So does that mean you'll sell me the cube?
No. But have you ever heard the bagpipes? Such a beautiful instrument.
Yes, I have. Beautiful.
Well, that's right. I was playing them a second ago to annoy what's her name. She was the betrayer lady. Anyways, let's go to the barracks, guys. I feel like meeting up that one drow guy, was dying and stuff.
I feel like you don't know how to open it. Hold
on. Before the rest of the party goes, how about I make you a deal?
I'm amiable to a deal. I'd be willing to buy it.
We'll consider that if you would help us with something private.
Okay.
Another matter.
And what would that be? I can't make any promises.
I lead them away from the undertakers, if I want to call them, and I pull out the Jewel of Three Prayers.
Oh, well, that's a mighty fine piece that you have there.
Yes.
may I hold it?
It's on a long enough thing around my neck that I can let him hold
Oh,
it.
that's yes. I understand the defensiveness. I wouldn't want to put this in a stranger's hand. It's quite beautiful.
Let's just put it this way: I have my hand on a small dagger, ready to shank him if he tries to
So
run with it.
as you have it around your, he's like, hold on, and he opens up his notebook, and you see him start scribing down something, a quick little peek over, and he's taking down a drawing of it. Yeah. Oh, let's see. What does Prolich know? Um. So I
I
am
have
not.
great, I have
I
great
am.
faith in your ability
I
and your
am
knowledge.
not familiar with this particular piece. However, the university's libraries might have more information if this jewel is to have a purpose.
Okay.
Um, and I also met a real smarty over at the Ready Room. His name is Question, and they might have a little bit more information.
Okay. Um,
And a
I
quick little
sorry.
side: the good thing about VG redeeming that armor, it means she can't redeem Cream this entire episode. So I'm actually very happy about that.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's like getting a redeem for an object and glitching me all at the same time.
I tuck the jewel back into my armor and say, "Okay, so here's the deal. We let you. You can buy the box off of us, but you have to let us know if you solve it and what's inside."
Oh well, if you'd be willing to let me take a look at it, I can certainly try.
She thinks about it for a minute. I want to do an insight check. Not that I don't trust him. I don't trust him, but I don't trust a lot of people. I don't have insight. I don't have advantage on this. 18?
You get the sense he hasn't quite told you everything about the box.
Okay.
Oh, and Artemis, you got a XP redeemed from Net Too Shabby. Mark that down somewhere in your notes, and be sure to remember it when we level up.
So sorry, it's an XP bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, not too shabby. Back at the character. I go over to, I believe it's Bantino who actually has the puzzle box because we tried to hide it, and I say, "Can I please have the puzzle box back?"
Hey, just be careful with it because, I mean, this thing's gonna be worth something. So
That's what I'm definitely hoping for, and it hopefully will benefit the party.
yeah. So I got my eyes on him too. Don't worry. And then I'll
Okay. I take the box back, bring it over to. Sorry, I have his name. Yusuf. Frolik Yusuf.
Mm-hmm.
Yusuf. And say, "Okay, here's the puzzle box."
Ah, yes. Thank you. I've been wanting to get my hands on this for some time. And he immediately starts, twisting, turning. There's this, there's corners that turn. Um, for lack of better phrasing, it's like he's an expert Rubik's Cube puzzle solver. And it doesn't take him tremendously long before you hear, and he's yes. And who is watching him? Well, Artemis, I know you are. Is anyone else watching him?
Well, when he mentioned treasure, I was immediately interested in secrets, so I kind of paying close attention to what he's saying, at least.
So all of you that would have been paying attention, and first and foremost, thank you, VG and Felix, and VG again for them biddies. Love you. All of you who are watching him, do the puzzle box, go ahead and roll me insight checks.
And now we go insane. Wrong game. Insight.
22.
Not 22.
Boltar, you being well versed in the ways of sleight of hand, you noticed that he tilted the box up and a scroll just went thwip and straight into his messenger bag.
And I'll go, absolutely not, sir, as I am casting Mage Hand to go in there and get it.
I'm so sorry. That must have just slipped right on in there. I didn't even notice.
Yeah. Didn't notice at all. Yeah, look at me. I'm no Mark, okay? Okay?
I hear Boltar doing his warning
You're
voice.
Boltar.
I turn back around and be like, did he just become one of the betrayers? Did he lose his no steal from rights?
Not quite. Oh gosh, fine. And he smacks your mage hand away. It's like he reaches into his messenger bag, and he'll hand the scroll right over to you, Boltar. And
I will take this scroll, but I immediately am going to look at him and go, I don't believe you. I believe that there is an additional scroll in your bag.
Yeah.
It's like
outturn your bag. Yep.
I insist I shouldn't. There's a lot in there, and it would take me quite some time to put everything back in.
We'll help.
A little 5 foot tall wood elf with 10 strength walks up. You better do what he says.
Intimidation check.
This is his nice face, by the way. Next, you get his angry face.
Intimidation. I'm going to do this on Roll20 instead of D&D Beyond this time. Roll.
Bardic Inspiration.
20 plus 2.
Ooh.
I mean, I don't even care if I succeed at this or not. It's just funny. Oh, but it's a nat 20, baby!
I'm sorry, what was the check for again? I was reading.
It does not matter.
Stepping up to intimidate him, to be like,
yes,
you better
he
do
goes,
what Boltar says, or else, mister.
Oh God. And he takes the messenger bag off and just releases everything within it on the floor. Meanwhile, one of the brothers goes, "Hey, would you? Oh gosh, that's gonna take forever to clean up. You guys mind taking this outside?"
Well, it's already dropped now. We can't undrop it. You can't uncurdle the milk, bro.
Just make it snappy, would you?
Snap
Alright.
a 1, a snap a 2, a snap a 1, 2, 3. Give me a snap. Give me a snap. Snap me off a piece of that scroll right now.
So looking through, there's nothing within his possessions that draws the eye. So it's like, see, I told, like, I know when I'm beaten. I gave you the thing back, and matter of fact, if I'm being quite honest, and he'll put the puzzle, the now opened puzzle box in Artemis's hands. Like, all I really wanted was for Aloysia not to have it. I don't know you guys from Adam, but
I start helping him repack his bags.
Geez, thank you. I told you there was a lot in there. It's mostly just my notes and tools and paintbrushes and.
Well,
Paintbrushes?
Well, yes. If you're gonna,
You're a painter?
not an artistic painter, but well, here. And he flips his page to his newest edition. He goes, you see that? That's the and it's a pencil drawn image of the jewel that Artemis is wearing. He's like, I even took a sketch of your friend's necklace.
I start admiring his work. Wow, that's so good. You're a really good artist.
you're telling me, hold on. You're telling me he's casing my party members? Is that what you're telling me?
Oh no, he's not casing.
Mhm.
Well, okay, I guess I can't give that away for free, but I can now. He's very honest about that.
All right. But I will come up to him and be like, look, you can't be upset that we poured all your stuff out because, you you were very deceitful.
No, but again, I don't know any of you, and I had no inclination one way or the other whether you guys may have sold, well, that to Aloysia, and
Ooh, can you draw me a picture of Aloysia?
I told you I'm not that good otherwise, and he just quickly scribes down the most basic sad frumpy face and tears it out of his book, and like, here you go, that's her.
Wow.
He even got the pointy
so
eyes
good,
and
mister.
that ugly blonde hair of hers. Ugh.
And I start walking off, like staring at it.
While he's staring at that, I'm gonna hold the scroll up and go, well, I could see how you'd suspect someone of maybe wanting to sell something, but as a general rule of thumb, I don't sell anything that I don't know what it is.
Open it up, read it. I think you may be pleased to what you've just tripped into.
I'll go. All right. Well, let's see what we got here, and I'll.
And reading through it, you're able to ascertain that you have gotten yourself a spell, a scroll of bestow curse.
Interesting.
You see why I wanted to keep that out of her hands? That could be quite powerful within the hands of the betrayers. Just
yes.
You guys don't owe me anything. Just if you're gonna sell it to anybody, come find me. I'll take it off your hands. I just don't want them to have it.
It's only a model.
My vote is let's give it to him, as long as he leaves town with it.
We can hold on to it. It could come in useful.
I think we want the money a bit more.
Well,
we need to get supplies.
I mean, it's up to you guys. I am willing to pay. And he pulls his coin pouch and well, I need money for food and a place to stay. I can offer 200 gold pieces.
I'll kind of look around at the rest of the party and go, yeah, I'm not much of a necromancer, as I said before. I see divinations into the future. So if you ever need to know what's going to happen tomorrow, I'm your guy.
And Goliath will snap up. Yes, we can use that towards funds till building the wall.
I keep telling you, we're not paying for that. That was the first thing you said. We weren't
Well-
paying for it.
Well, of course, Ankarel is going to pay for it, but you need seed money.
Oh,
Okay.
you mean corruption, right?
Potato. Yes, Nathaniel.
I'm going to ask Yosef if could he write down? Can you write down? I want to make a new scroll, just in case we lose this puzzle box or your friend accidentally finds the box on
The
us.
picture of her. The picture of her.
No,
Yes.
no.
Yes.
I know you're talented. Believe me, I understand you're talented. I look over to our Goliath, over to Goliath, and I say, "Can you put in 3 different languages for the glory of Draconia?"
Oh, what do you mean put it on? And he reaches into his bag. He's like, I give these out as flyers, and he has precisely that already on his person.
No, but what I'm wanting to do is like another like fake like a scroll that just says to the glory of Draconia, glory of Draconia, glory of Draconia in 3 different languages. We put it in the puzzle box, so in case she comes back, we happily give her the box. She still gets nothing.
Sure, I can do that.
I look to Bandito and say, why not make a little extra money too?
Sell it to them.
We got the
Ah.
prize. Now we just get a little greedy.
Double dipping. This is why I love this group of people. We are a well-oiled money-making machine. By the way, everybody add 40 gold to your character sheets as I pass out the divvy out the funds we just got.
And Aldane, as you're holding up your sketch of Aloysian, the skies open up, and they open up hard, and your sketch is now waterlogged.
Oh. Well, it was beautiful while it lasted.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Because that was a bad weather redeem from
Wilderness.
Can I dry? Clean soil, chill, warm flavor. No, I don't think I
I
can.
could dry it. I've got Druidcraft. I could dry it. but
Okay.
It was beautiful while it lasted. Crumple, toss.
Okay. I do want to look at Yusuf before he goes. I go, hey, listen. If you know of anyone who has a cow or cream, or you ever stumble upon one, you come find me as soon as possible.
Let's see, because I actually should have done this before we streamed. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 19, 20. We'll cut it right there. That's a pretty easy landmark. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 18. Okay. It's meta knowledge, but there is 1 bottle of cream somewhere within the city limits of Bazazan. And my rolls were to just randomize where it is. But none of you knew that. So probably goes, if I happen to hear of some, I'll give you a holler. But in general, fresh foods are pretty difficult to come around Bazazan. With the constant demon attacks. It's getting outside vendors to bring foods and just general goods. It's pretty rough.
Oh, I totally understand that. But if by chance anybody happens to, like stumble upon a bottle of cream lying on the road, or, a cow just like by happenstance happens to wander into town,
Well, there
I'm
was
the
one,
person
but
you
then
want to contact because I will make it so worth your while.
well, there was the old man
Oh,
across the
no,
street
no,
had
that,
one, but
no.
I saw that thing fall inside one of the sacrifice pits.
Oh, well, that's actually probably for the best. That cow probably is. Ooh, I don't know if you saw. Well, I mean, you did see it, so that cows aren't supposed to look like that.
I knew that cow. Poor little milk me.
Milk me.
I would like, before we leave, to ask one of the undertakers, how many temples do you have here in Bazistan?
That's a fantastic question. Um, and that's what I thought. I just wanted to make double sure. Sorry for the holdout there, y'all. Well, there is the. It's labeled B5. Where the fuck is it? Yes, there is the old dilapidated temple on that would be the far southwest of the city, pretty much right in that little cove where the mountain meets wall. But aside from that, the only other place of worship is long since fallen.
I hand the undertaker 2 gold coins and say, "We were never here."
Oh,
Get my
yep.
drift?
Thumbs a word. Got you.
I return the puzzle box to Balthazar and say, I'm very uncomfortable around barracks, especially in this particular area. I'm going to that temple if you need me.
I completely understand.
Not really, but it's a story for another time.
That's fine.
It's another story.
Oh. But I'll take the puzzle box and go. But we'll get this loaded up with a fake scroll just in case. Just in case.
Yeah, if you run into her, take her for everything she's got.
Absolutely.
Or try and get the best price. I mean, can't cheat a cheater. And
this is true.
I head out. I'm gonna head to that temple that you mentioned. Put up. But I'm holding a magical spell of disguise self just in case I get stopped by.
Got you. And just to get this out of the way, on your way over to the temple, I'm going to presume that you continue looking for your Wadden poster. No? Okay. Got it.
I know the banner of where we are. I understand the soldiers, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to make a risk of getting caught because I really don't need to cause any more problems than I already have tonight, and I need rest.
Yeah, fair enough. Alrighty, so that's what Artemis is doing. What about the rest of the Banditos?
Heading to the barracks where probably Io and her group are supposed to be, and that drow guy is supposed to be, and maybe some beds.
Okay.
And if there aren't any beds there, then we'll just claim an empty house.
All right. So, for purposes of everybody, that means that the entirety of the Banditos minus Artemis are heading right here where I'm pinging. And Artemis, in your case, where you were told the temple you were told to look for is right here. If you got that, cool. Alrighty. So we will start with the the large set of Banditos. However, along your way, you're starting to take more sights and scenes in as you're
I'm still looking for breastplates.
there. Yeah, if only there was somewhere you were headed where that might be in plentiful stock. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But on your way over, you're kind of taking in the sight, sounds, and scenes. That is the everyday in Bazazan, and passing through the intersection by a few houses, you pass by one home that looks like it's been repaired a few times, going by the age of the wood that is on the house, and some of it's newer, some of it's older. Um, and outside of it, you see you spot a what seems to be a very weary drow female, and she's kneeling in front of her two children, and overhearing slightly that she's giving them a pretty detailed and bleak explanation of what to do should anything happen to her. And she says she's just kneeled to her children. Is like, all right, now you remember if those big nasties come again, then you're to run to your uncle's home, and he'll take good care of you, okay? But why would the monsters take you away, Mummy? We don't know why they want what they want. And that's just what you hear as you're walking by. And one more, let's see.
Oh, you guys hear something?
And as you're getting closer to the barracks, once you hook the corner, you see there's an orc who is just, what for lack of better phrasing, it looks like he's tending to a very meager looking garden. As he's doing so, you just see him ripping things out of the ground. It's like, weeds, just more weeds. What's it gonna take to get some fresh vegetables out of this soil?
Druidcraft cantrip. Something grows.
And he's still ripping, pulling, and you just see his eyes just widen. He goes, "My God, I've grown a carrot. It is possible to grow things here, honey." And he goes into his home and slams the door behind him. We're eating good tonight.
Guys, this place is depressing. I don't
Right? Why did we come here again?
I don't think we're gonna be able to make any money.
What if we just took over the town?
I don't want to take over a town that doesn't have any money.
But we could make it have money if we took all the stuff from the betrayers.
Boltar's not gonna say anything. He's just kind of sitting there, kind of like pondering that for a moment, and he's gonna keep on walking. And after a while, he'll look back over to you and go, "Let's table this discussion, but let's circle back to it." Absolutely, because I think you might actually have something here. This place could be a gold mine, but all these people just don't. Just a little bit of magic, and we've got crops. We get crops. We get crops. We get cows.
They're so depressed here. If you give them like one glimmer of hope, they're going to worship you.
All right, this is what we're doing. You've sold me completely. So
and onwards to the barracks.
Yep. So where's this barracks?
So making the rest of the way to said barracks, because what is it? Baron had kind of given you pretty decent instructions on finding it. But as you enter the barracks, these barracks are filled. Pardon me. The barracks are filled with the sound of chatter, voices shouting orders, and clanging metal. Armored Aurora Watch soldiers go about their business, performing their drills and sharpening their weapons. Standing right from the entrance, you make yourself in kind of the central room, and you're able to notice that the barracks are divided into four main sections. Looking over to your left, it's pretty easy to make out that you have a mess hall. Just a little bit further into the main area is where the training area is. Looking over to another side of the building, you see there's a bunch of pre-made beds, and it's pretty easy to ascertain that that's the where they all sleep. And last but not least, there was one more, and I lost my place on the page. Oh no. Training area, sleeping quarters, and oh, I missed a slide. Oh, and another room that seems to have a little the nicest furniture you've seen since you've gotten here, which may need a little bit more explanation. But upon walking in, you were almost immediately greeted by Varen. He goes, "Oh, I see. You all were able to find us. Were you able to help out the brothers over at the crematorium?"
There was no cream anywhere in the crematorium. I had a whip. I was ready to whip it, and there was no cream whatsoever. There was a cow, but the cow didn't have any cream.
You guys have a
You
severe
tricked me, man.
cream deficiency is what you guys have in this town.
Well, we have quite the fresh food deficiency.
Apparently. We did see a carrot, though. I mean, I kind of made the carrot, but we did see it after I made it.
Oh, you're able to create food then. We may have the additional use for you.
I mean, towns aren't really my thing.
Well, they could be your thing. Anyway, I'm
Mountains.
glad.
I do like mountains.
Well, I am glad you all were able to join us. We certainly owe all of you a bit of a debt of gratitude for helping us at the front gates. So, if I realize it may be a bit of an awkward offer, but you and the rest of your party are welcome to sleep here should you need a place to stay for the evening.
Did those beds look at all anything but awful?
No, they look pretty awful.
I looked around at Boltar and Treasure. Do you guys want to stay here or just squat somewhere?
May I also suggest, if you'd like, if our accommodations are not to your liking, then you could also rent a few rooms over at the Ready Room.
It's just this guy snores, as I point to Boltar. He snores, and I mean, the amount of gas that I can put out at night, I mean, it's not you, it's us. It's not you, it's not you.
Well, I understand there is safety in numbers, especially should one of the ever so common attacks take place.
So wait a minute. I want to be clear about something. I'm assuming the Ready Room is some sort of an inn because you have labeled it as a place that we could go and get board or room.
Yes.
So there is a place in this town where people pay to stay.
I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that it's the nicest place or the most well stocked, but yes, we do have the occasional travelers that are passing through, and often they need a place to stay.
Be honest with me. Are the beds there better than here?
Highs or
What'd you say?
lows?
Highs. I asked if the beds were nicer over there.
If well, they don't get slept in as much, so they're certainly nowhere near as used.
That's you've sold me on that. I'm gonna turn to the guys and go, guys, I think if we play our cards right, we could get free room there.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
well, that may not be for the worst. I just sent off your friends on another expedition.
Oh, where did you go? Where did they go? I really want to see Maggie. Was Maggie with them? Maggie's the really cool, awesome half ogre lady.
Oh,
She's
yes,
the best. I
yeah,
love Maggie.
yes. She's actually. I did like her. She read me some of her poetry before they left.
So good, right? I mean, she
I've-
hasn't read into me yet, but I just imagine that it's so good. I gave her some poetry. I sang her a song. I sang her a couple songs actually.
Oh, she didn't repeat any of that to me, but I'll be sure to ask her.
Where did you send them?
Well, we had another, baft of the gibbering mouthers pop up towards the what is it, the northeast side of town. So they're gonna go take care of those.
I should go
Um,
help them.
Oh,
We need our rest. We need to
I bel-
we need to be ready to betray the betrayers.
and I would happen to agree. They when they first came in, they all were, as you very well maybe as well. They were quite exhausted, so they all almost immediately took naps, and they were so kind to offer their assistance when asked.
Yeah,
Are
they
they
are.
staying at the ready room?
No, as far as I know, they intend on staying here.
Oh, okay.
That's for them. But you know, uh, that is exactly like them. Getting into a town, showing up to the gates late, falling asleep as soon as you get there. I mean, we started work as soon as we got here. So I mean, so as the town's resident hero group, we're gonna go get ourselves some nice lodging, maybe the best food this town can offer. And if you have any more work for us, you come get the Banditos.
Absolutely, sure. Um, all right, fair enough. Well, if I may, before you all head off uh, to go rest for the evening, may I borrow your ears?
I can't take them off, but I could turn into something that has better ears. Would that help?
No, just the ears you're currently wearing where they are.
I'm not giving you my ears. I can't put them back on.
Um, okay.
Look,
so
if you don't have a way to say it to him in a very literal way, this is going to go on forever. So you better just tell him you need him to
right.
listen to you.
I
You just
need you to listen to me.
Oh, okay. Do you want to have a duet? Ooh, rap battle.
Is he and he's gonna turn to you, Boltar. Does he have the concept of listening? Does he understand listening is not speaking?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
usually
that's the poetry.
usually the best course of action is to, put the quarter in, let it play itself out, and then do whatever it is you got to do. That's just, it's reality,
Well, I mean, if you'd rather wait till morning, I certainly don't mind. I just learned of a few things that I thought groups such as yourselves may find interesting. But there's
I like interesting. What's interesting?
well, You see, an expedition from the Library of Cobalt Soul is currently in the Betrayer's Rise with an Aurora Watch escort, researching battles of the calamity that took place within its halls. We have not heard back from them for a concerning amount of time.
Isn't the
Um,
Betrayer's Rise where the betrayers are?
Whenever they feel confident enough to be within the building, their
It's a
nature
building?
is questionable. Uh, yes, they actually happen to reside uh, just to the north here. You, if anything, if you were paying attention, um, if you did make your way to the crematorium, you probably passed by the stairs that leads up to their lair.
Wait, the betrayers that are betraying the city and summoning all the bad things are in a single building, and you haven't just burnt it down?
It's not that simple. Anytime and just to get ahead of this, yes, we have sent contingents of guardsmen and volunteers. Not all have returned, and those that have returned, um, well, well, you met a few of them at the front gates, if I
How
recall.
big is this building?
Um, it's big. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
Is it like one fireball sized?
Oh, it's definitely numerous fireball.
Meta magic enlarged fireball size?
Not quite sure I catch your meaning.
I just don't understand. Get like a catapult and throw a rock at it, or a lightning bolt. Just throw some torches. Like,
We've as much as we'd love to be able to, as you've likely noticed, they constantly keep us on the defensive. However, never anything quite enough to take over the city. Just enough to make sure that we're not focusing all of our strength on them.
it sounds to me like somebody wants to take over the city
Well,
by weakening the city, but they don't want to destroy the city, thus leaving the city to city itself. And
precisely. I take it you did pass by the sacrifice engines on the way here.
ooh, was that the really cool like thing with the lever and it chops up boxes and rocks and stuff?
Well, you may. It certainly could chop boxes and rocks. More typically, it tends to chop the citizens of this city.
What the hell is
as,
wrong with you city people?
as blood sacrifices to the betrayer gods.
And why haven't you burned that down? There was no guards at it. There was nobody there protecting it. Just take a hammer to it.
Well, it's a little bit more complicated than that.
I can call a lightning bolt right now. I'll go lightning bolt that thing.
You can certainly try. Please rest assured when I tell you we've tried many things to disable their machines.
A
You'll
gate,
find
a door, a gate. Yeah, just put a fence up. Little sign says "Stay out."
and and use precious resources that could otherwise be used to repair people's homes.
There's enough homes. They can just go next door.
Well,
City people are weird. You've got like things that. Anyways, whatever. Was there any? So was that the interesting thing? That
no,
building?
I was also curious if you had run into anyone an elf. Last I saw her, she was wearing an all crimson tunic and
I'm waiting.
goes by the name Aloysia.
Yeah, I have a picture. Oh, I don't have the picture anymore. Yeah, we ran into her. She was not cool. She was really annoying and not interesting. She told us her name was not interested. And then she said her name was something else that no, and then she didn't say her name. And we figured out her name, but I just called her not interesting.
Um, and he's actually gonna turn to Hidden Treasure.
Hmm?
Perhaps I'll have some more luck with you, and not have to suffer a full story with every bit that I inform you of. Um, well, well, by that same token, if you run into her, she's not a character to be trifled with, and should she offer you uh, fees for any services rendered, I do suggest you avoid working for her, as many of her uh, well, not clients, her her employees uh, do not end well at the end of their contracts. Um,
These are called unpaid interns.
uh, sure. Let's see. What else? Oh, and I'm also made to understand that you've run into Prolix. Sneaky
Yeah,
one.
he's
That
an
one.
artist. Oh, wait,
You
sorry.
gotta watch his hands when you're around him. Good person.
Yeah, he learned not to do that to us. Otherwise, he's just gonna end up with all of his shit on the ground.
Well, if if you would be so kind, just go easy on him. No violence should be necessary. He means well, although not the best judgment sometimes.
Oh, he's harmless. This Aloysia character, though, she strikes me as the type of person who would go foolishly attack the other group of adventurers for whatever reason.
Um. Well, if actually, because I think Aldane was actually pushing the most at this. Do me a favor, roll me a persuasion check for all the pontificating earlier. All the why don't you do this, why don't you do that, blah 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 blah.
Me? What?
Yes, persuasion.
You would be Haldane. Yes.
Sorry, persuasion. I have a +2 on that. What am I persuading him to do? I didn't care what he did.
Well, you were in all fairness, it could have been brought around when you were doing it, but like, why don't you just walk up there and burn it down? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that to the betrayers?
19.
Okay. And he'll sit in his chairs. Well, you see, the betrayer's rise is challenging to navigate. Its passages shift to confuse map makers and search parties. I think the power of the abyss flows through it, warping the environment so that no two groups follow the same path through it. Whether it's demon magic or not doesn't really matter. All I know is that if you get lost down there, my soldiers will not be able to find you.
Okay. There was something I needed.
Yeah.
I needed his arm and his armor. But I'll do with just his armor.
Oh, well, uh, Well, I believe he's actually just acquired himself a new set. So, um, hmm. Hey, hey, Dave, come here. Yeah. Hmm. Are you planning on selling that old armor of yours? Uh, I was thinking about it. Why? Any chance I can have you surrender it to one of the heroes at the front gates from today? What's in it for me? My never-ending gratitude. Okay, and he'll hand you a armored breastplate.
Yes, I
Okay.
have a breastplate.
Um, and if you want to fumble through and find yourself something, you can send it to me and for approval. But otherwise, we'll let you pick. Just nothing broken or within reason. Yeah, I'm aware. That's why you got it.
He's basically just saying find a breastplate and we'll paint it that, you know.
Yeah. But he hands it over to you, and the leather is well, it's leatherized, but they definitely kept the some of the fur of the animal that was leatherized, and it is very easy to recognize black and white cow print.
Yeah, the cowman.
Well, if there's nothing else, you're certainly welcome to get yourself something to eat over at the mess hall. If you fancy a little bit of training before bedtime, believe plenty of uh, the boys and girls over there would love to either challenge you to a sparring or a shooting match. But aside from that,
Oh, well,
I
one thing. You seem like the person in this town that knows the most about it, right?
like to believe so. It's
All
my
right.
job to be in the know. Oh, rabbit leather. My apologies.
Oh, it's rabbit leather? It was actually rabbit leather. Just if you knew anyone who was hiding some cream.
Well, again, the fresh foods are hard to come
Yeah,
by.
yeah, no. You could
How
skip the part that every single person in this town has told me. I get it. Fresh foods are hard to come by. We're poor. We're destitute.
it's almost as if it, the point hasn't been drilled into your head quite yet.
Just listen to me, okay? If you hear of anyone that has cream, you remember who saved this town earlier. The resident heroes of this town, Boltar's Banditos.
You're a hero for one day. Don't get carried away with yourself.
Okay.
However, that being said,
Research group in the Betrayer's Rise sounds like they need some help. Oh no, if only I knew of someone who are heroes for more than a day.
roll me a persuasion check.
30-20.
Oh, well, we certainly don't want that happening. Um, last I heard, now again, you may be disappointed by what you find, but last I heard, the last person to have received the shipment from the milkman would have been good old Steamy Ray Vaughn down just south of the sacrifice area.
I sense a redeem for the evil League of Evil, the Milkman.
Mm-hmm. The milkman cometh.
Oh no! It's getting worse. It's getting worse.
So if I don't know, I can't quite remember who exactly got it, but um, suppose nothing's stopping you from going around and knocking on every door.
No. I don't want to go knocking around on every door. But you said, sorry, I got really distracted there. But you said that there was somebody who last got the shipment from the milkman, and then we started talking about milkmen. Who is it? Just tell me who. Just tell me who it is, and I'll be on your way. I won't take another precious second.
Yeah, they dropped it off at old Steamy Ray Vaughn's house.
Steamy Ray Vaughn, perfect. Steamy Ray Vaughn.
I hear a guitar coming on. I got no guitar, but I do have a bagpipe.
No guitar. That wasn't the main part of his act. He is a bard. But he would often just get on stage, strum his guitar just once, and then he'd just load his britches right on up. That was his act. He would just get up there, shit his britches. He would then go change his britches and strum his guitar again, and it would just rinse and repeat for the next 3 hours.
That's the
Okay,
worst
I think
part
these
of all
I think
time.
these people are ready for your music. Then, Aladdin.
They need a proper bardage. To the streets!
Milkman cometh got 3 vetoes. Okay. And
that could cheese him
Steamy
off.
Ray Vaughn getting up on stage and steaming his britches got nothing. I just want to say that.
Yep.
We've got a selective audience when it comes to excrement.
All right. Well, if there's nothing else, I believe I will take my leave of all of you. If you need me again, you know where to find me.
You got it, Chief.
And he'll get up and walk off. So with that, we're gonna flip all the way over to the western side of the map, where we join Artemis, just walking up to the temple that was described to her. Well, Artemis. Glass crunches underfoot amid overgrown weeds. Collapsed walls have been replaced with rows of wooden shelves that hold earthenware pots. Numerous alcoves are being used as planters for stubborn flora. Just outside the far end of the enclosure, a smashed mosaic of stained glass sits in a splintered window frame next to a withered skeletal tree. And if you'd like, you can go ahead and roll me a religion check. You're still muted.
I was just reading a spell. So you said a
Religion.
check?
Yep.
Well, I get advantage on it, but so 15.
You try to make heads or tails of what the shattered stained glass used to be, but it's too far gone. You're unable to really make out what it was. However, as you continue to approach, you see someone that is inside the temple. And you see it's a rather short furbog, and he's walking around with a cane, pretty slowly, pretty gingerly. And that's, as it stands right now, the only person there.
I step into the temple. Sorry, well, I was almost said church, but it's, and I just raise my hand and say, "Hail, keeper of the temple. I mean you no harm."
Oh, hello. Nice to meet you, kind madam. He'll hold his hand out to offer a handshake. They call me Foghome.
They call me Ivy.
Pleasure to meet you, Ivy. Well,
Uh,
if you've come to worship to whatever deity it is you prefer, the temple is in good enough condition that you should be able to reach out to your gods. And if you need any assistance, well, good old Foghome is around.
what? Just before I do that, tell me, Vago, why are you here? Are you the keeper of this place? Are you the groundkeeper? Are you?
I've well, priest, gardener, not quite a lot of volunteers to take care of the holy places here in Bazazan, uh, which at the end of the day is a difficult or not a difficult thing to believe, seeing as how if you look at this city, uh, you'd be rapid to believe that the prime deities have left us to the betrayer gods. Because certainly being ravaged by demons on a regular basis, um, these soil of the city seems to have been tainted. You see, no vegetation survives for long in Bazazan. And I heavily suspect that there's a corrupting influence coming from those at the Betrayer's Rise.
I understand, and I agree with you wholeheartedly. I've walked around this city for a while, and I've seen what has happened, and it is unfortunate. Please don't take this the wrong way, but are you overly well? Are you ill, sick, or anything I should be aware of?
Oh, nothing that can't be explained by my old age. But yeah, praise, praise be Melora. I still find myself with most of my wits about me.
Can I inside check that to see? I mean, I want to make sure he's not ready to keel over dead from malnutrition or something like that.
Oh, if that's what you're checking, yeah, by all means. And if you well, you had a really good religion check, or no, you didn't. You had a bad one. Never mind.
Medium size insight. 16.
I see it like you can you give him a good old once up and down, and while he certainly looks to be in his advanced years, he's fairly spry for as old as you perceive him to be. And you know, bit gaunt, but it seems that's a common feature of those that reside within Bazazan. Because if you haven't heard, there's not a whole lot of fresh food in Bazazan. Sorry.
I looked to the gentleman and I say, "May I offer you something in trade?"
Well, I certainly would not be opposed. What were you considering?
Share some. I have something that I have questions about, and I have found temple priests to be the wisest outside of wizards, or so they claim that they're all wise, all seeing, but that's neither here nor there. Share a meal with me. I will share a meal with you if you will share some knowledge with me.
Whoa.
My item.
Well, quite frankly, I'd be happy for just the company, but I can't say no to a good meal.
With him, I lead him over to like a opened up area, and from my bag, I pull out some of the meat from the creature we had that we fought and I gutted. So, let me remember what the creatures were. Let me go back to my inventory. Why not? Um, Hazural meat.
Okay. So you all are able to, between the two of you, and he assists in helping you cook. He runs in and into the temple and comes out with a vial or two of some dried green herbs that he kind of sprinkles over the meat. Um, but after a few minutes, it is cooked to perfection, and the both of you are seated at the table, and you go, oh, it's such a welcome treat to have to eat something that didn't die sometime last year.
Yes. I reach into my armor, pull out the Jewel of the Three Prayers, and say, "Can you tell me anything about this?"
Oh, and leans in and, where did you get that?
It's a little bit of a long story involving a shark, some other stuff.
This is quite curious. Um, I I've seen the vision.
Just for clarification, I will let him touch it. I will let him hold it, so he doesn't have to.
Okay. I've seen this in one of my meditative visions recently. Uh, I felt a warm and kind presence within it. I suspect you may be holding a relic of the calamity. Um, please, and after you guys, polish off the last bite of your steaks, he leads you to another section of the temple. A wide open area, and you can easily surmise that it used to have a roof. But for what's left, you could kind of tell that it used to be a domed structure. Um, However, a lot of it's just being held up by, a mishmash of 2x4s and scaffolding. And he'll go over to the center of this room and lower himself down to his knees and cross his ankles behind him and place his palms on his thighs and come, Ivy, meditate with me. I should like to share what it is I saw.
Give me half a second here. I just want to. I want to throw up the cantrip Minor Illusion, and I want to create around us. It's a 30-foot, 30-foot range. Basically, a statue to the Raven Queen.
I got you. Okay. So.
But yes, I join him on the floor, like up close.
I presume you don't have a lot of friends in Bazazan, but I think you may be disappointed. You'll see what I mean. And he'll place his right hand on your shoulder, and he'll close his eyes. And close your eyes, child. And go ahead and let's see if this stays up. Go ahead and roll me a concentration check to see if that illusion stays when he takes you into his vision. Because minor illusion's a concentration spell, yeah? Pretty sure it is.
It lasts about 1 minute. It's not concentration. Casting. It's an action. Duration 1 minute.
Cast range. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Never mind. Don't worry about it. It just stays. So, as the both of you close your eyes, you're waiting around for a few seconds. Then it feels like a few minutes pass by, and it feels like hours have gone by before you're starting to question whether you're just here letting a strange old man touch your shoulder. Um, but it's as soon as you have that questioning thought that you feel yourself just falling, and you hit the ground, but with no impact. Um, and when you open your eyes once more, you see a young human, curls plastered to his brow by his sweat, uh, sinking to his knees in the garden. His eyes betray a lack of sleep, and despite the softness of his features, he looks like he has experienced more pain than any one person should bear. They're counting on me, he whispers. They need me, but I'm exhausted, frightened. What do I do? Please, someone tell me what to do. The moons race across the sky, soon replaced by the angry red sun that rises before a fateful battle. 5 silhouettes approach the temple, and one claps the kneeling figure on the back. Their voices are muffled, as if coming at you through water, but you see them embrace, standing strong before marching off to war. And with this, your vision goes black once more. And when you start to regain consciousness, you kind of blink, rub your eyes a little bit, and see that you are back within the confines of the temple. And as you look up, you see Foghorn is still kneeling there, but his eyes are open once more. Excuse me. And he'll and he'll offer his hand to help you, sit back up. My apologies. I didn't think the vision would hit you quite that intensely. I hope that was of some assistance to you. I don't know what it meant, but something about my that vision, and then seeing the jewel that you wear. I could not help but to feel this overwhelming feeling that the two are intertwined.
As do I. I believe this necklace is to serve a higher purpose, and it will lead me on the path to where I need to go.
Well, I'm glad it was of some assistance. If you don't mind my asking, what was your interpretation of what you saw?
I saw a man who was torn between staying and going to war. But to help his friends survive and live, he chose to go with them, making a sacrifice.
Yes. That is how I interpreted it too. I happen to believe who we saw was a a hero of the calamity. You see, the Kreen capital of Rososhana was the betrayer god's citadel of Gordranas in the time before the calamity. And the betrayer's rise was once a fortress protecting the Gordranas. In the darkest days of the calamity, the prime deities and their most loyal companions laid siege to Gordranas before capturing the betrayer's rise and routing the betrayer god's forces there. Though storytellers have long since forgotten the names of many of those heroes, the force of their bond still resonates across the land. And he'll. I hope that was some assistance, and he'll leave Artemis to her meditation. Oh, and he'll come back. Um, if you are looking for a place to lie your head, can't say it's the most comfortable, but you seem to value discretion. Um, normally, I'd say it's as comfortable as four walls and a roof, but you got the three walls and a roof if you'd like to stay right over there.
I thank him for his company, his help, and his offer. Using my spider climb ability, I take to the roof rafters and just camp out there.
Cool. And with that, we'll pull away from Artemis and rejoin the Banditos.
Oh, can I do one last thing?
Sure.
As I get settled in the rafters, how far away would you say the Banditos are?
They're going to have to tell me.
Well, I think we were heading to the ready room.
Okay. Is the ready, since the DM knows distance and where everything is this ready room within 120 feet of the temple?
No, ready room is right here, where I'm painting on the map. Say that's pretty like without pulling out measure like oh no there's a key down at the bottom, so you would be you're about 300 like
Yeah.
Oh hey, that works. I was gonna say about 300 feet away, just using the key.
Yeah, no, so I can't do anything. I was going to message the rest of the party, but yeah, they're out of range. So note to party, let's get communicators at the next shopping center if we can. That way we're always in communication with each other. Anyways, yeah, I go up into the rafters and I take a rest.
I was pretty spot on with that too. Huh. Cool. Sorry. Alrighty. Banditos.
So we're heading to the ready room.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll a couple of dice for you. First off, bardic inspiration on myself, which is a +1 die 6. I'm also that's a 6. I'm also doing guidance, which is a +1 d4. Whoops, 1d4, and then my performance is a +5, 1d20 +5. So all told, it's only an 18, even with all of those bonuses. Even with all of those bonuses, it's only an
And
18.
what did you roll for?
A performance roll.
Oh, sure. Great music to accompany you guys in your walk out on your way to the ready room.
So as we get to the ready room is where this roll happens. This town is so depressed and down, and they just need some excitement and some cheer and some joyfulness in their lives. So when we get to the front door of the ready room, I am basically just kicking the door in, music playing. I mean, it's just going to be a bang.
All right. So as you
Did we
kick,
just mute Chance?
it would seem that has happened. So as you
Congrats
kick,
on the redeem. What? Oh, sorry. What?
as Aldane kicks, as you guys approach the ready room, it's pretty easy to recognize as it's the only building that doesn't look like a dilapidated home or a military barracks. As you step in or approach and start to see it, you see a large barn with a steeply pointed roof looms over the battered structures near the center of town. Over the double door hangs a sign that bears the tavern's name, the Ready Room, in Undercommon, Orc, Goblin, and Common. So, plowing through, Aldane is playing to a room of practically nobody. Nobody. But Boltar, Treasure, I'd love to know what you guys are doing as you enter.
I'm looking forward to the reaction of a PTSD-ridden society to a man bursting in with bagpipes.
A hip,
Yeah.
a hop, a hip to the hop, hip hop, don't stop the rock.
And as you roll in, you see that there's, two people behind the bar, if you will, what's left of it, along with three patrons, two of the Auroran Guard, and one just random human male. And as you're walking and playing your music, you are actually having a little bit of a hard time in spite of a good check. Keeping tempo as you were continuously tripping over piles of shit, like lanterns, shovels, ladders. Like,
Oh, I
there's
thought we were the second act for Pants Filler. When you said that, literal shit or stuff?
no, not just stuff.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I thought we had a thread going.
And well, again, Boltar, Treasure, I'd love to know what you do when you walk in.
Go ahead, Treasure, because I have a thing.
Oh, I'm just going to. Is there anything shiny in here?
You can do an investigation check, sure.
Okay. I'm just, anything that might catch my eye that isn't gonna explode on me or anything like that. INDS. Oh God. Please be a 1. Nope. Dirty 20.
So looking around, you're looking for anything shiny, reflective, but the only thing that even gives a hint of being shiny or reflective are the glasses behind the bar.
Mm. I'll go over there and look at them, see if there's any unusual. There's like a Pilsner glass or something back there.
And as
You know, any
you
Stella glasses?
Yeah.
Jesus.
But for the ones that say Flintstones on them.
As you approach, you are greeted by a male and a female drow.
Okay.
Well, are you sitting at the bar front, or are you just?
Well, I'd have been approaching, but mostly to just kind of be fascinated at the glasses.
Sure. As you're walking up, the male is doing his damnedest to polish with what seems to be a very dirty rag, and the female's the one who notices you, and she'll pop up. She's like, "Oh, well, a visitor, uh, uh, Deleuze, we have customers. Polish faster. Hello. Welcome to the ready room. Please have a seat.
Oh, okay. Yep. There we go.
Well, what can we do for you?
I hear you're from the Irish Underdark. I was
Sounds like a voice changer.
let me see. We got I'm gonna throw spit for accents. Yeah, I'd like to well, can you tell me a little bit about how lucky you are to have the glasses survive whatever calamity has beset the town?
Oh,
And why haven't they been put into the giant chipper shredder?
calamity. I get it. You're a funny one.
Mm.
Well, these are well, as you can see, they're they weren't what we originally had when we took over this place. Um, these are what we could salvage from those that left us.
So why did you stay here?
Well, someone has to, and well, and she'll look over to her brother. This is our home, and we intend to to see it return to what the place we always loved.
Okay. Oh, cool. So I'm going to ask, do you have any cream-based alcoholic beverages?
Can't say we do.
Wasn't me.
But if alcohol is what you're looking for, I could certainly assist.
Yeah, I think yes, yeah, I think that might be the safest thing to drink without a con check. Yeah, I'll just have some of the house red, please.
Sure. And she'll turn around and pull what's very obviously a beer tap, fill it, and slam that in front of you.
I really hope I have money.
And well, that'll be one copper piece, please.
Okay. Comes out of my little thingy.
And can I get you or either of your friends, especially the one that's playing the music, anything more to drink or eat?
Do you possibly have any saltines?
We have
Dry ass crackers.
We have saltines, but they come with a house special.
All right. We'll make sure that my friend gets them. Tell him it's compliments of the house. And yeah, tell him it'll help.
And any food for you.
I think I'm fairly good.
Right.
And I go over to whoever Bandito is. Mr. Bandito. No, Mr. Bandito. Yeah, it's Mr. Bandito.
Oh.
I've got an
Yeah.
intro for you if you want me to give you an intro.
Go for it. Yeah, go for it.
Well, so far you've heard my voice, but I brought 2 friends along, and the next on the stage is my man Boltar. So come on, man, sing that song.
Right.
Hey.
I guess that makes you. One moment, please. And she'll hold her hand out in front of Hidden Treasure. That'll be an additional 2 copper pieces for the house special with extra saltines.
I'm gonna stop him right there. I'm gonna go up to the bar, put my hand in front of Hidden Treasure as to stop him from paying and go, is this really the hospitality that your town's resident hero group, Boltar's Banditos, receives? We've just saved your town, and if we follow me and my compatriots' 15-step program, we are going to turn this town around. That's
And,
right, cream for everyone.
And Goliath will perk up. That's right. We're gonna make it great again.
Yes, everything will be great again.
Get off your feet, jump around, let's go. We're going to turn this town around.
I'm gonna slide the 3 copper in while they're not looking.
All the same. Let's get a persuasion check from Boltar.
See, my last one was pretty good.
Guidance cantrip,
Ooh, guidance. I'll take that. That's
plus 1 die 4.
19, and we'll just roll it for shies. That's gonna be a 23.
I suppose. I mean, as you notice, times are tough, and we need every bit of coin we can get.
Yes, but what's better, coin now or prosperity later?
And it seems bartering over what causes or costs, but the single copper to be a bit dickish, if you will. But I suppose I could offer a
Adds up.
discount.
It all adds up.
I do believe that is an alignment characteristic, dickish.
Listen to me. Boltar's Banditos has not become the most lucrative heroing adventure party in all of the land by being just frivolous with our funds. Come on. We must be smart, and with our protection, you will soon have a cow. We've already given one farmer a carrot.
Yeah, we also have generous franchise rights and reasonable fees.
And sorry, all right. So that's also is there, and she'll back to Boltar. Is there anything else I can get you?
No, just some food for everyone. We're famished after, saving the day. In order to continue our 15-step progress to turn this town around, we will also require, I'll go 4 separate rooms because we all have different sleeping requirements.
We have 2 available.
That's fine. We will take 2 rooms.
All right.
We will group people based on how well they sleep together.
Well, that'll be 4 silver pieces, please.
I feel like we already we dealt with this.
We did, and I said I'd offer you a discount. Now, by all the deities, both Prime and Betrayer, just pay up. Or go stay somewhere else. I'm sure you can find a nice little box for you to rest your head in.
I'm gonna reach into my pouch to start rifling for 4 silver, and I'm going to look back to the rest of the group, and I'm going to go, just remember this when we've turned this town around, that a new inn and new innkeeper might be needed, right? And then I'll put the 4 silver down on the table. I won't hand it to him. I go, to our rooms.
Right.
I would like to inspect.
Well, would you like to eat first?
Oh
And
yes,
so-
yes, yes. We'll do that too.
And she'll turn. After a few minutes passes by, she returns and places a bowl in front of you that is comprised of rice and mushy fish.
I'll go ahead and use prestidigitation to make it taste better.
Um, so how good does it taste? Let's roll for this. We'll give it advantage since prestidigitation happens. First roll's a 5. Second roll's an 18. It's rather passable for as bad as it smells. All right. Well, last but not least,
As he's like finishing up or finishing up food, I'll go. So, barkeep, do you know anyone who'd like to get into the innkeeping business? Because we'll need someone eventually.
I'm as far as locals, and me and my brother here are the only two innkeepers that are left. All the others.
Maybe your brother would be the wiser of the two. We'll speak to him later. It's been a long.
He is but 4 feet away. He's like, I do what she tells me.
Oh, I see. I'm going to shoot like a silent look over to the guy that just says, I understand and I'm sorry. That's the look that I'm sending over to him. And I'll go, I did not understand the situation that we had here. I will back away, and I'll kind of like look back over to him and go, sorry, dude. Well, 15-step program eventually. We'll help you out.
Oh, and he's like, I appreciate that, but unfortunately, you can't pick your family, and well,
in the new Bazixan, maybe you can.
I will sleep on that information. Thank you so much. Yeah, and so with that, I believe you guys go through your mushy peas and rice.
Oh, is it fish or was it fish?
Or sorry, mushy fish and rice. Thank you. I don't know. As soon as I say, I don't know, food related mushy peas is what came into my brain space. And
I was as a cat, I was very excited about the fish idea. So.
So with that, the Banditos marched themselves upstairs. Goliath, Aldane, Boltar,
Dana
and
staying in the common room, entertaining the 3 guests.
So you're not sleeping.
Not yet. It's a long night. I'm going to sleep, but I'm going to entertain for a little while. Actually, I do have one side task. We don't have to run through it, but there is a side task that I will be performing.
Which is? Because otherwise I'm wrapping up this session now.
Okay. Basically, my goal, the main reason I was asking for...
Time. What's up, Hidden?
I was going to leave the 4 copper with the sleight of hand.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Unless
you mean the 4 silver that I already paid?
No, you paid for rooms. I paid for food.
Oh, that was the 3 copper that I told you not to pay.
That's a 4 copper that you don't know I used.
I would like to roll to be able to see that, because that's going to inform how I feel about my new sneaking compatriot.
Sleight of hand versus insight.
Okay, normal roll. And I believe we'll both be using our inspiration on this.
I already rolled mine because I still had it. That's going to be a 17 for me.
Oh, well, I'm just sitting on this. It was 30.
Oh.
So,
I'm kind of good at this, I just realized.
Oh, wait, you used advantage, not your inspiration.
Oh, I didn't even use anything.
Not like it would have mattered.
I just did one roll. I didn't use advantage.
Oh, yeah, you're good. You got it.
I just slid it there.
So
you're lucky this time.
So the innkeeper is paid, Boltar none the wiser. All right, Aldane, back to you.
So the reason I was wanting to find out where Maggie and friends were was because I just love them so much, and we're good friends, except for Irving. After the rest of the party goes upstairs, I am going to shift into like dog form or something that can run fast, and go and try to find them. Because I know where they're supposed to be, and I know where they're going to be the barracks. So basically, where I was told they were going to go, and back to the barracks to find them. If they're not at either of those two places, oh well, I'm not going to be scouring the city. But my plan is basically to find Maggie and be like, "Hey, there's a blonde lady who's looking for you, and she's bad."
Got you. Roll me a investigation check.
My investigation is only a +2. Guidance. Boom, right there. Guidance. That's 1d4. I love cantrips. That's 4. And I still have the 1d12 inspiration, right? Because I didn't use that on the last one. That's 12. Dang. 1d20 +2. Roll. I typed wrong.
All right. So
1d20 +2. There.
And then one more thing. Roll me a d8 flat.
7.
So you spend the next 7 hours attempting this search.
No, I'm not searching the city. I'm going to. I'm going into a fast form, running to where I was told they were going to go.
Yeah.
Running to, if I don't find them, running to the barracks, and if I don't find them, coming back.
And
I'm not spending the whole night searching for them.
Right.
The town's only like half a mile.
So you make your way through the city, and you go to where Varantheus had told you they were reporting to. And upon arrival, you do find just what can only be surmised what used to be gibbering mallard bodies, but at this point they're all just puddles of blood, viscera, and gore. You then return to the barracks, and they are not there.
Well, if they're not at either of those two places, then I'm heading back and turning in.
So you go to the Banditos find rest for the evening. So if all of you would like to click your little long rest buttons, go right on ahead. But that is where we are going to end tonight's session. Ba-ba-da-ba. Well, all right, guys. Well, so thank you everyone at home for joining us again here at the Architects of Fate. I don't really know what we got going on coming up. Because holidays and stuff. I don't see anything for tomorrow, anything for Friday.
Friday is Cookie Track.
Yeah, get welcome for get welcome. Welcome to the week of Cookie Trek, where every stream has become cookie.
Yeah.
Are you streaming like literally like every day? Are you doing like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday?
I'm not streaming anything.
Well, do you know the people who are doing it?
I know the people who will be streaming. At least on Sunday, somebody said that they just not do it because it's Christmas Eve and Santa and shit. But Christmas Day, there will be Cookie Trek. And
weird Christmas Day, but not Christmas Eve. It's weird, but yeah,
I
digress.
That's when you get presents on Christmas Eve. You go to church on Christmas. That's all I'm saying. This needs to happen. You go to X on Xmas. We got to go to X. So yeah, we go to the festival here.
Twitter is literally the only thing I support that naming.
Who knows what happens the rest, but it is going to be like it's a week of Cookie Trek. So just hit the Discord.
Yep. So pay attention to Discord. I'm sure we'll have some updates as to when Dr. Twitch and Rufus will be broadcasting that. But otherwise, I don't know. What is it? What would it be? The day after the holiday is the 26th. Do we have Conan coming back?
The plan is to have Conan next Tuesday. That is the plan, although I haven't necessarily had confirmation from all of my players yet.
Alrighty. And then what about Adenia Season 3 next Wednesday?
Hey, I was ready to go on last week, so I'm still ready. I've got the session prepped.
Apparently, one of our players needs to be texted directly because what's Discord?
There we do.
And 3 days in advance at that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start doing the hey, how you doings on Christmas. As I do my Christmas. Hey, Merry Christmas. Also, will you be on the stream?
If he's knocking Quentin, kill Windermere. Hi.
Y'all didn't do Boxing Day, and I feel so bad for you. What is? Yeah. Listen. I don't like pugilism. I'm not a fan of the sweet science, as it were. Mm-hmm. Not that I don't like respect it. It is its thing. People who like it, that's perfectly fine for you. It's just not my bag.
Ha! Good pun.
Oh yeah, because the
yeah.
that thing. Yeah.
But aside from that, that's all I got. The announcements are here and gone again. I don't believe we're capable of ratings, so
get cream for Jesus.
Get cream for Jesus. Enjoy them nondescript winter holidays.
Baby. Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Happy holidays to Trigger, everybody.